Come on, you can't break an eggshell. Get out of here, man. Very brutal looking. This is not going the way I thought it was going to. Oh yeah, very satisfying. I mean, come on, man. Oh, that's gruesome. Welcome back, everybody. Now today I'm back with an interesting collection of products. Each one of these I saw going around online, and I wanted to see for myself if they actually work. Most of these products are available on Amazon. I found all these on Temu, ranging in price from $1.70 up to about 10 bucks. So without further delay, let's get right to the first item. This egg opener is one I'm really curious about. Let's flash back to my unboxing and then get started. In this high-end packaging is a stainless steel manual egg opener. I paid $2.25 for this. There it is, kind of has a Mickey Mouse look to it. Now they claim that you can perfectly crack eggs for home or restaurant use. Just align the egg, tighten, and remove the top of the shell. Looks like you can kind of squeeze this here like a pair of scissors almost. And when you squeeze down on that, we have these. Oh, very brutal looking. Very brutal looking. Couldn't find a lot of information in this, but it does look pretty interesting, so I'll be curious to see how this actually works. All right, we are ready to go here. Now, I washed it off. One thing is it doesn't really come apart and water got inside there, so that was kind of a bit of an issue already. I haven't started using it yet. Now, what you're really supposed to do here is just place it on the top and squeeze. Now, as with the case with all these products, I know you're really getting instructions on this. So I don't know if you're supposed to twist it or just pull it off. We shall see about that. So here we go. I don't know why I'm laughing. I do know why I'm laughing, because this is ridiculous. I mean, I guess that's right. It just feels like it's gonna break all over the place. Here we go. And nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. It just slid right up the egg. I mean, it has to be right. It has to be like this. Let's try it one more time. It's sliding up the egg and nothing's happening. It is not even breaking the shell. Come on now, it's ridiculous. I mean, it is sharp. It is sharp, it's not working. I'm gonna push down a little bit harder. It's not doing it. It's not, come on, you can't break an eggshell. Get out of here, man. Come on. I'm gonna do it upside down. Maybe I should do it upside down. Who's to see? Nothing, just nothing's happening. I'm getting a dent in my finger from pressing so hard and nothing's happening. This is not even a hard-boiled egg either. This is a regular egg. Come on, I gotta get one to work. I have to get it to work. It literally just slides up the egg. It's sliding. It is sliding up the egg. Maybe I'll try the large end. Maybe that'll work. Weak sauce, nothing. Come on, man. This is not going the way I thought it was going to. And it feels like it's already kind of like falling apart a little bit. Look, it's like off center now. It wasn't like that when I started. It's already falling apart. It's already cheap. I'm gonna push this back together. It seemed like it was kind of falling apart a little bit. It's not working. I can't get it to, I gotta make it work. I've gotta make this work. I have to. I'm gonna actually use these fingers and push it down. Oh, I got some. Oh, I got it. That worked. Let's see what we got here. All right, this is what we've got. I actually got some success. There's a big chunk of shell just dangling wanting to drop in there, but it hasn't yet. Well, we have success. Can I do it again? Can I do it better the second time? I don't want that. That looks disgusting. Get out of here. All right, let's try one more time here. I'm determined to make this work more than once. I think if I had really small eggs, it might work because it would fit over it better. These are not overly large eggs. They're kind of average size. So I don't know what size egg is supposed to work for, but I'll try one more time. It seemed like pressing it down did seem to help. Let's try one more time. Oh yeah, I hear it cracking. Oh, lifting. Oh, I got it better that time. Let's see. Oh yeah, it worked. I got it to work. Some people online were saying that this is designed for much smaller eggs, and I believe it. Once I got the kind of technique of pressing it down from the top, which they don't show in their photos, by the way, it did seem to work. It doesn't seem very practical. It doesn't seem very useful, but after some trial and error, it did work. This is a dental floss dispenser on here. This is dental floss box. I paid $1.70 for this on Temu. And there we go. Very interesting. It actually comes with dental floss picks already in there. Very nice. Just press the button. Oh, one came out. Let's see. Oh, wow. I already used them. I haven't read over the claims yet. The claims that it's easy to load, compact size, can fit in a pocket or purse. Let's see. Well, they're right about that. It's in my pocket. Ideal for travel. Dispenses a floss pick with a press of a button. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, very satisfying. Now, how do we open this up and load it? I mean, it is cheaply made. It is cheaply made. And it says Dental Floss Fun on it. And they've got some math symbols that seem completely unrelated to the product itself. They have some instructions here in Chinese, which I can't read. So I'll have to just figure this out. But I mean, so far the dispensing looks good, but I feel like I'm gonna break it trying to open it up. So let's figure it out and then test a little bit further. Let's try a few more things now, shall we? Now, I went back to the listing. It looks like it's supposed to hold 10 dental floss picks. And that's how many that it came with. So we had 10 in there. I've already dispensed several of them. Opening it's a bit of a trick. You're supposed to be able to pull this off here, but it kind of sticks. It kind of sticks right there. So you have this bent piece of metal, which just kind of holds everything in place. Now, this is what their picks look like, which is pretty standard. Now I've got a name brand one right here. Let's try those instead and see how they fare. Because you see the name brand, much bigger floss area. Everything's just bigger. It's just a bigger floss pick. Let's dump theirs out. There's dump out. Okay, there they go. Let's see how this fits in here. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna fit. I don't think it's gonna fit. Look at that. It is too wide to fit in there. That is very disappointing. National brand, generic from Temu. What do you think? I can see why theirs fit, because it's made for that size. Let's try a different one. Here's another popular brand that you always see. I always see these laying around taking my walks. Very rude to discard these on the ground, by the way, but I always see these laying around. But they're very popular. Let's see, will this fit in here? It will not either. It won't hold it. Two of the most popular brands it will not hold. You're stuck with their generic Temu floss picks. All right, I'll load theirs back up then. I'm gonna load theirs back in there. What am I supposed to do when I run out? Just reuse them? Come, get out of here. And it's great when it fits, but the popular models don't fit. Doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. Let's try it one more time here. And this feels very janky, by the way. This feels like it's gonna break in half every time you open it up. It's very cheap, it's very cheap. All right, got it back in there. There we go, all right. All right, so it works great when theirs is in there. Trying a couple popular brands, they didn't fit. And I didn't see any refills on their page for this, so I don't know what to do about that. I might have to use these 10 and then that might be it for this. All they had to do was make it a little bit wider and they didn't, so I'm a little bit disappointed. All right, and here is a 6 cube, 1-click ice cube tray. I paid $6.49 for this. And there it is. It looks like the picture, so that's a good thing. It feels about what I expected quality-wise. Now they claim that it's an easy to use and convenient quick release ice cube tray that holds 6 cubes that can be frozen and dispensed all within the same unit. And there's a dispensing lever right here, which doesn't do much right now. Now looking over the video for this product, it seems like this is intended to dispense all 6 at one time. So that means it's intended for 1 drink serving of ice and that's it. So I'll have to wash this off, fill it up, freeze it, and then get started. All right, I washed this off. I kind of took a look at the paltry instructions online and here's how it's supposed to work. Now it's supposed to go in like this and there's a little tab right here that locks into place on the back there. And once you're locked into place and the ice is in there and you press this handle, it just twists it. It just twists, that's all it does. The tab holds in place so that it just gets twisted. Then when you fill it up, you have to make sure that it's not twisted like this anymore, so. When I washed it off, I measured it and it holds a whopping 2 ounces of water. But let's fill it up and throw it in the freezer and see how it comes out tomorrow. You're also not to fill it above the edge of the rim right there. Does not hold a lot of water. I can see why this is just 1 drink worth of ice. It's not that much. Now while you have it full of water and you're trying to balance it, you have to stick it in here without spilling it. And put it in that tab. I'm trying to make sure it goes in that tab right down there. If I smash this closed, it's going to spill water all in there. I did it. I did it without spilling it, shockingly. All right, well, I'm gonna go put this in the freezer and then tomorrow we'll see how it works. And here we go, out of the freezer about 24 hours later. Can't really see too well in there. Let's pull it out. Now in their video, they show this opened all the way up, just like this. And the ice is dispensed out of there when you squeeze this handle. Now they show it being dispensed right into a glass, so let's see if I can do that here. I actually got it in the glass. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, it worked. Oh, it actually worked. All 6 of them came out. Now that's not very much ice. It didn't even fill up 1 glass. Let's take a look at one of these cubes here. It's a very small cube, very small ice cube. But you know what though, it did work. It worked as advertised. I just don't know why you would have a separate ice cube tray for 6 small cubes like that. It didn't make a lot of ice. It was hard to load, but in the end, it did work. But that's all you really get. Here we have a manual fruit juicer. I saw this one going around on Instagram. Let's take a look back at the unboxing and then get started. All right, and here is a manual juicer I saw going around online. I paid $5.65 for this. And it's a kind of a large unit. It's very large. Very strong plasticky smell. It came right out of the factory, which is not good. Now they claim that this is a compact manual citrus juicer. Not very compact, it's kind of large actually. They say it's good for lemons, apples, oranges, and more. You just cut the fruit down, place it in the unit, and press the handle. They say it comes apart for easy cleaning. So I'll clean this off and then we will get started. All right, now what's interesting about this one on the video, it seemed kind of deceptive. They would put 2 strawberries in there and get 3 glasses of liquid out of there. It didn't make sense. I was not a fan of the videos floating around out there. I did find an Amazon listing for this. It was absolutely brutal ratings, brutal. But that doesn't mean it won't work though. Now their video shows them using a variety of fruit, some with the peel, some without. Let's start without the peel and then work our way up from there. Now I did wash this off and there is a filter here to, I guess, to catch the seeds. What you're supposed to do is place your fruit in there, squeeze it, they say slowly, and then pour it out the side right here. Seems easy enough. I'm gonna load up with some orange slices here. I don't know how much it's gonna really hold, probably not a lot. According to their video, this would be about 10 glasses of juice though. All right, so they say to go slowly. Here we go. Squeezing slowly together. Okay, I'm squeezing, I don't really feel anything happening. It doesn't even feel like I'm gonna use like the grip technique here. Oh, I'm squeezing, oh, something's happening now. Oh, and juice is coming out of the other side. Juice is coming out of the other side, dripping on the table here. Let me see if I got anything here. All right, oh, it's squirting. It's actually sprayed onto the table. It's spraying. And as you can see inside there, a lot of the orange didn't even get squeezed. It just kind of missed it. I don't know, first test, very disappointing, very disappointing. Not a lot of juice out of there. Their video showed like ample amounts of juice. I got a little bit. It seems like it didn't even squeeze all of it. Some of that is unsqueezed orange. Not very impressed by that. I wonder if I can put it back in there. What if I can put all that orange I took out just back in there? Maybe I can re-squeeze it. Let's do some re-squeezing. Oh, it sounds bad, but one slice already just kind of slipped out of there. Look at that, one slice just slipped out. I got a little bit more, not a lot, but a little bit more. But it seems like there's a gap there where the fruit's coming out from underneath it. Half an orange for that much juice? I don't know about that. That doesn't seem very impressive. Tastes good though. I don't know about this, man. I'm not sure about this, but let's keep going. I've got a lemon cut in quarters here. This one I kept the peel on. Let's see how that works. Their demonstration showed it with the peel on. We're gonna do it. I've got 3/4 in there. Okay, we're getting some juice. Or I feel like this handle's gonna break. This is a cheap feeling handle. Look at that lemon is just floating around in there. It's like, let's see if I can reposition this here. This is a lot of work for a little bit of lemon juice. This filter keeps coming up. The fruit keeps coming out from underneath this plunger here, because look, there's a gap. There's a gap. I didn't get a lot of juice out of that. Not very impressive. And there's a seed in there. There's a seed floating around in there too. I mean, come on, man. I don't want a seed in my lemon juice. All right, let's keep going here. I've got a couple of apple quarters here. Now they showed apples. They said it's for apples. Let's try it. Based on what I've seen before, I'm not very convinced it's gonna work. Just kind of got them thrown in there like they show it. Kind of face it down like that. So here we go. I'm not sure about this apple. I really don't have very high hopes for it. Let's press this together and see what happens. And, oh, this handle, it feels like it's about to break. And I've got no juice yet. This handle is bending. It is bending. Look at that. It's not gonna last. It is not gonna last. I mean, I hear something, but I haven't got any juice yet. All I'm doing is smashing the apple. I got smashed apple. Once again, it came up out from underneath there. It's just smashing it upwards. Look how much it's risen since I've been pressing that. Maybe if I hold my thumb on it. Which seems like a bad idea because this is gonna smash my thumb if I press it down all the way. This is a failure. This is an utter failure. Look at this. Nothing. I didn't get any juice whatsoever. Not one drop of juice out of the apple. This is a complete failure. Get out of here with that. I knew I couldn't trust their videos going around. They made it look so easy and it produced so much juice. It's not easy. It doesn't produce a lot of juice. The design is bad. The materials are cheap. This one is a failure. Right here we have a 2-pack of peanut shellers. I paid $10.36 for the 2-pack. The packaging's always beat up. It's always beat up, isn't it? Let's take a look here. Oh wow, there's a lot of parts in there. A lot of parts in there. So here's the handle that goes on the outside. Look inside, look at all that in there. Look at all that in there. So it looks like the handle goes in here and then we just turn it. Now they claim that you can shell peanuts in seconds with a simple hand crank. Fun and easy to use, non-slip base. It is kind of non-slip. Although this is like completely coming off here. This does not stay at all. Double filter system. I guess that's this right there. It's very cheap. They just say it delivers mess-free nuts. Not a phrase I've used in this channel before, mess-free nuts. They imply it can be used for pistachios too, but I'm not totally sure, so I'll have to try that out. So I'm gonna clean this all off and then get started. All right, let's get to this one. I washed it off. Now one thing I noticed is that this gear here doesn't seem like it comes out. So you kind of stuck with it, I guess. The handle comes off, but this doesn't seem to come off at all. So if it gets dirty in there, you're kind of out of luck, I guess. But I did wash it off as best I can. I went back and looked at the listing and it seems like they just dump a whole handful in there, but let's go one at a time first and see how it actually works. So here we go. I think I'm ready. I am ready to go. This is just fun to turn. I'm not even doing anything yet. So I'm gonna start off with one peanut, a couple peanuts, a handful of peanuts, and we'll do the same with pistachios, see how it works. Here we go. A single peanut, dropping it into the unit. Oh, it sounded very crunchy in there. Sounded very crunchy. What do we got here? Now they say to shake it so the peanuts fall down below, and then you lift it out and you have nothing but peanuts and some shell and some other stuff. What is that? It did get the peanut out of the shell, but it left a lot behind there as well. Let's keep going here. I'm gonna try 2 peanuts this time. Drop 2 in there and turn the crank. It sounds kind of brutal. It sounds kind of brutal. They say shake it, and hopefully just the peanut falls below and nothing else. And lift it out. And we still have some other stuff once again. It does shell them. It doesn't do it perfect, but it does shell them. I got that. Well, I still had to pick through it, but you know, it's kind of working. Let's keep adding more to it. Let's keep adding more to the mix here. Now in their picture, they had a handful and they just kind of dropped them in there like this. Which, how's that gonna work? How's that gonna work? Kind of have to get it started, I guess. These are kind of getting stuck in the top here. Maybe you have to kind of poke them through there. I got 2 sticking out there and they're just kind of blocking the way. Look at this, just turning. I don't know about this, man, come on. It seems like there gotta be an easier way than that. Pull these back out and reposition them. I mean, they were just dumping them in there. They weren't like putting them in there a certain way. I'm gonna do one at a time. I have to actually like push it in there and put my finger in the gears. It does get kind of stuck once in a while too. It takes a little bit of elbow grease as well. I think we're ready now. All right, so that's what we've got inside here. Open it up, a bunch is spilled on the table, that's great. And then we're supposed to shake this. And then only the peanuts will fall below, nothing else, just the peanuts. And that's what we got. I mean, it's mostly peanuts. Maybe it's kind of, sort of working. And then this is the handle to just lift it out. Beautiful, right? Lovely. And then we have some of the extra stuff down at the bottom. What I want to know is if it's harder than just doing this. No mess. Not easier. I gotta pick through this to eat these out of here. There's still stuff on there that I don't want to eat. After picking them out of there, that's what I see here. And I got a big old mess on the table here too. I don't really think it's much easier than just doing that. And I feel like I had less effort and the peanuts come out better just shelling them by hand. I don't know, man. Look at this mess. Look at this mess here. All right, so I'm not sure this is better than just doing it by hand. I'm pretty sure it's not. But let's see if it can redeem itself with some pistachios. Once again, same thing. I'm gonna do just one at a time at first and see what happens. Let's just dump one in there. 1 pistachio in the unit. Oh wow, that got stuck. And now I think it just fell right through. I don't feel anything. It's actually stuck in the unit with a peanut shell. Now it's turning and it never went, it's turning but it never went through. There was a shell stuck in there from the peanut that went through. Pistachio is stuck in there. I'll add more. I can see it in there, it's stuck. I'm gonna add more. Just gonna throw some more in there. Forget it, we'll do it this way. This could be disastrous, but let's see. Oh, that's gruesome. Oh, it's gruesome. There's some crunching going on. Okay, smooth as silk. Now shake it around. Give it a little shake. That's right. Now what have we got here? You know what? It's better. It is better with the pistachio. There's a little bit of shell here, but honestly, it was mostly pistachio. It actually worked better for the pistachios. I was all excited that it actually worked, but it still seems to be easier by hand. It doesn't take as much force. They're not as damaged. In a best case scenario, it's a tie. Top was by hand, and the bottom was in the shelling device. They're a little bit more damaged here, so and the speed was about the same, so I don't know. I feel like it took less force to do it by hand than in the shelling unit. I'm gonna load this up even more next time. I'm gonna do a giant handful of them. Let's see. This could be completely disastrous, which is why I want to try it. Oh, it sounds completely brutal. I'm probably gonna break it. That'd be fun if I broke it. Now it's really stuck. It is really stuck now. Oh, here you go. There's no way this thing's gonna last. And that took a lot of force, and it's still going. What's gonna be left when I'm done with this? I think I'm done. No, I'm not. There we go. All right, give it a shake. And all these crumbs just fell all over the table when I opened it up. All those crumbs. Give it a generous shake, generous shake. Billy, what do you think? Is it good? I don't think she's impressed. There's so many shells, I can see pieces of pistachio that aren't falling through, that should, like that piece should fall through, it's not. Oh, and this doesn't look so great. Look at that. Not so great. I don't know. I don't think it's easier than just doing it by hand. It's kind of a cool invention. I can see where they were going with it, but it just seems too cheaply made. The handle requires a lot of force. A lot of non-edible parts go down to the bottom. I would say this one was fun to try, but they should go back to the drawing board on this one. All right, so in the end, I can't say I like any of these products very much. Some of them work better than others, but I don't think any of them really that necessary. You can certainly find good things on Temu, but in the case of these 5 products, I didn't. But that's all I've got. If you've tried any of these items, tell me what you think in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.